Welcome to the third part of Piano Basics. This episode will be all about scales. More precisely, I will talk about the two most important and two most commonly used scales in Western music. That's the major scale and the minor scale. First off, what is a scale and what is it good for? A scale, by definition, is a succession of notes arranged in a specific order. And that is just the theory of it. To be more practical, a scale is basically here to tell us what to play, which notes we should use when playing something or when playing a song, for example. Think of a scale like a context. If you're playing outside of that context, most likely you'll sound off. Now that we know what it is and why we use them, it's time to figure out how to make them. Let's start with the major scale. As I said, a scale is nothing more than a succession of notes in a specific order. And the order of those notes will determine exactly which scale we're dealing with. The order, or the formula for the major scale, is the following. We're going to take any note on the keyboard, let's stay original and play C. Since we're starting on that note, we're going to create the C major scale. Okay, so C is our first note in the scale. The second note will be a whole step away from the first note. That's a half step. Plus another half step, we get a whole step. So the second note in the scale of C major is D. Then still going up by a whole step. The third note is E. From here we're going to go up by one half step and land on F. Then from that one, go up by one whole step. You have G. Go up again, one whole step. You have A. And then again go up by one whole step. And now we're on B, the seventh note in the scale and also the last one, because after that we're going to go up by one half step, landing back on C. And as you know, the notes will repeat themselves after that, so we finished our major scale. It has 7 notes in total. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, to create a major scale, we will always use the same formula. Take any note, and from that note, go up a whole step, then a half step, a whole step, a whole step, a whole step, and then a half step. That's what the major scale sounds like. Let's take another note. Let's play F. And apply the same formula. We're going to go up by a whole step, then a half step. We have this one, A sharp or B flat. Then going up a whole step. We have C, then D, going up a whole step. A whole step again, we have E. And finally, go up by one half step and land back on F. That's the F major scale. And you might have noticed that the F major scale and the C major scale kind of have the same sound. And that's because we played a different succession of notes, but we used the same order. So relatively speaking, we played the same thing. The only difference between the two is just that F is higher in pitch than C. Moving on now to the minor scale. Just like the major scale, we're going to use a specific formula to create that scale. And for the minor scale, we have this formula. We're going to take one note. That will be our first note in the scale. I'm playing A, so we're going to create the A minor scale. So that's our first note. From that one, go up a whole step. You have B. Now go up 1/2 step. You have C. Go up a whole step. From D, go up again by 1 whole step. You have E. Then, going up by 1/2 step, you're going to land on F. Then go up 1 whole step, you have G. And that's all the notes for the scale. Right after that, we're going to go up 1 whole step and land back on A. That's the A minor scale. So for the minor scale, take any note, go up a whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, and then whole step. I started on C, so I played the C minor scale. By the way, you can access and download the PDFs for all the parts of the Piano Basics series. The link will be in the description down below. In the section about scales, you'll see on the left a square where I mention the notes of the scale in order, but also the fingering for the left and right hand. The fingering refers to the finger placement on the keyboard. Basically, that's which finger you should use. How does it work? Well, when you look at your hands, we will assign a number from 1 to 5 going from your thumb to your pinky. So your thumb will be the 1 and your pinky will be the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's the same for the left. Thumb 1 and pinky 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's how the fingering works. For example, for the C major scale, you will see that the fingering for the right hand is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to use that fingering. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Then take your thumb and go up like that. 1, 2, 3, and then ending the scale, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's all for this part. In the next one, we will learn how to form and how to play chords to be able to play songs.